In Freemasonry, the Temple of Solomon is central to the symbolic system. Solomon, the legendary wise king of Israel, was long believed to be an historical figure. However, modern experts aren't exactly sure that's the case. No archaeological evidence of King Solomon's temple has ever been discovered, and, unlike David and some other biblical kings, there's no mention of Solomon found in the historical or archaeological record of any neighboring cultures. The primary source of the story of Solomon and his temple comes from the Bible books of 1 Kings and 2 Chronicles, and it goes like this. After the death of King David, Solomon, his son, becomes king. God grants the new king a single wish, anything he should choose. Solomon doesn't ask for riches or power, but instead asks for wisdom. His choice pleases God very much, who bestows upon Solomon not just the wisdom he asks for, but also wealth and prestige like no king has had before or since. Solomon is given the job of building a temple to be the earthly dwelling of the Holy Spirit. He uses his God-given wisdom to manage the construction of the temple, overseeing its building according to the divine plan. The temple is completed to perfection and is the center of all spiritual activity for years until invading forces overwhelmed the gates of the city, destroyed the temple, and carried the people away into exile. Whether King Solomon and the story of his temple are historical or legendary is not terribly important to Freemasonry. Either way, for Freemasons, Solomon and his temple are symbolic. Each Masonic lodge is modeled after King Solomon's temple, and like the temple itself, symbolically represents the universe, all of creation, where the great architect is believed to be present and divine influence everywhere visible. King Solomon, the legendary wisest king that ever lived, symbolizes wisdom. This symbolism illustrates one of the basic tenets of Kabbalah. The beginning is wisdom. According to the Kabbalistic interpretation, the two words are interchangeable. This interpretive device transforms the Bible's famous opening verse from "in the beginning" to "in wisdom God created the heavens and the earth." The popularity of this understanding is supported by the Jerusalem Targum, an Aramaic translation of the Hebrew Scriptures, which begins, "In wisdom God created." By reinterpreting this one word, creation becomes a process of the mind. The universe is born from divine thought, created with wisdom. So Kabbalah's idea of a universe created by wisdom is seen in Freemasonry with the symbol of the universe, the temple, being created by King Solomon, a symbol of wisdom. So that's what inspired the title of my book, The Beginning is Wisdom, and it's just one example where Kabbalah can be useful for Freemasons looking for greater or more personal meaning in the many traditions and symbols that bind them to the past and to each other now and in the future.